Hi, Dr. D. Hi. It's the kind of end of the academic year coming up and lots of grades going back and things like that. So one of the terms that we're using a lot at the moment is exam board. So particularly if people have failed an assessment, you get a message usually back from your tutor saying, well, it'll go to the exam board and then you'll hear back from that. So I thought it might just be useful to kind of give some information about what an exam board is. So the board bit of it means it's a kind of board meeting. It's a type of committee where representatives of each of the modules are there. There's a chair who's usually a manager, a senior manager, who makes sure that all the regulations, the academic regulations are upheld and followed properly. There are people there from Central Registry, and Registry is the department that issues your awards, that checks all the marks, that makes sure that all your information is correct. There are recorders there that keep minutes so that all of the information that's presented is recorded, so we can go back to it and check if what was said. And there are external examiners at some boards as well, particularly the final board for Year 3 students. And those external examiners are there as part of the quality assurance process. They are tutors from other institutions that run the same kinds of programs that we run, and they are there to confirm that the marks that have been awarded on our programs are comparable with the marks that are awarded on other programs. So they will look at a piece of work and say, yes, I agree that this is a 50%, the grade of 50% here would be the same as the grade of 50% in my institution. So that's what the board bit of it is. That just kind of refers to the people that are involved. And actually what happens in that board is that each module that you've taken, the module leader will go through all the results for that module and highlight any problems or anybody that's failed or any issues that come up. So there's a range of paperwork that accompanies that I'll show you now. This is an example of the overall sheet. Obviously I've covered up the individual names here, but along here, this is the record of how many credits a student has got. And you can see if they've got 120 credits there, that means that they have passed all their modules, and you get a little mark at the end here that shows that they are clear to pass and proceed. That's what PP stands for, pass and proceed. But if you go down to the next student, you can see here that they've only got 90 credits. And so if you go across here, there's issue identified, II. And that means that we need to go and look at that particular student because there's a problem with their credits. And so that takes us across to this second piece of work, or second piece of paper, and that gives us the breakdown. So across the top, it tells us the name of the modules. And if we look at this student, we can see that they've got a fail grade for a module there. And that's what's given them that incomplete profile. So that means that we then have to make a decision about what's going to happen here. In this case, this student will be asked to retrieve that work and do it again. And that's the process that we go through for every module, for every student. And then the outcome of the board is sent out to people either via email or letter, telling students whether they need to do that work again or whether they're okay to enrol onto the next year, etc. So hopefully that gives you a bit of insight into exactly what we mean when we're talking about exam board. Basically, it's just where we look at all the marks and see who's okay, who's passed everything and can complete, and then we make decisions about what happens to those students that haven't passed. Hopefully you've passed, so it's all okay. See you again soon. Bye.